Okay, welcome to my channel. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you can. Yeah, Anko Collines YouTube, Collines Facebook, Collines Instagram, Collines Twitter. Today we are going to talk about the coronavirus, COVID-19. There are so many questions that we need to be asking ourselves. We need to be asking the general public. We need to be asking our friends, everyone around us. Okay, but first of all, you need this. You need a mask, because we need safety first. We need first to do what they want us to do. We need this mask. Then you need this. This is called sanitizer. It's a spray. I opted for the spray because the spray, it works like it's multi-purpose, because the other form of the sanitizer is like a jelly, like a lotion. So just smear in your hands like this. But this one, it's just a spray. You can spray in your hands, then just smush your hands like 3 by 3 like that. If you want, you can even pass through the nose and wherever you get, so that somehow it helps you to kill the bacteria, but make sure it should not be direct contact to your eyes, because it's not good for your eyes. It has kind of like chloroform, kind of like it's kind of like maybe like acidic when it goes direct into your eyes. Yeah. So I will not advise you to do what I've done, but to me, I spray into my hands. Then I spray in my hand, then I can spray again, then I put like on my nose, around my nose like that, then I put my mask, because this is what we have so far. But according to the research I have made myself about coronavirus, because I took time every day, read about the virus, I compare it with other diseases like HIV, like hepatitis B. You get my simple observation, though I will not say I will not say that you should take this, but my simple observation, I'm not a medical doctor, neither all I have a right to be talking about the coronavirus, because I'm not a medical person. But according to my personal observation, please take note, you should not take this. To me, coronavirus is not an airborne disease. What do I say? If it is an airborne disease, it should be spreading direct to you through the oxygen, because everyone is breathing oxygen. I don't know why you get what I'm talking about. We are breathing oxygen, and we are living in a most populated area, whereby that most of the time in a congested area. For example, people in diaspora, like people who use public transport, trains, bus, like that. We are most of the time too congested. When the peak is high, during evening hours, apart from work, morning, people are going to work like that. So if it is an airborne disease, why is it that the spreading rate is very low? That's the question between me and you. Okay. There is something that we are not being advised to. There's something that we are not being like explained to. We are not even advised to be doing. But to me, I believe that this disease is transmitted through the contact, whereby either you have the cut to the hand, then you share blood with another person who is infected, either through fluids like kissing, or through like sexual contact, like that. You get. That's what I believe. Because when you're comparing like this disease and what other diseases have been coming, which I believe that were created, and we don't know why were they created, and maybe for such reasons, because scientists, they have to do their things, because there are so many that have been created which are military, for military weapon, for biological weapon, political weapons, like that. You get, but secondly, they get out of their hands. That's what we believe. When you see HIV is spread through sexual intercourse, through cutting, sharing blood with another person. You get, hepatitis B, it is transferred from an infected person to a normal person through sharing fluids, kissing, sweating. You touch someone who's sweating, and you have a cut on your hands. You get, whereas the others are different. The other one killed the viral load, like the CD4, which means your viral load just goes down. That is HIV. Hepatitis B enters into your lungs and just destroys them, and they be filled with water. So to the extent whereby that you could die. It kills story by story. The coronavirus, the COVID-19, it affects the breathing system. The lungs and wherever, whereby that you have too much, you have chest pain, your throat is blocked, you feel pain, too much headache, constant headache all the time, abnormal temperature, as like, okay, so to the extent where you cannot breathe. So if you don't seek medical attention, you're likely to die unknowingly, because to some people, like for example, like Africans, most of them will believe in self-medication. You feel headache, you go to the pharmacy, you get this like that, you get. So if you just take it like lightly, it will be a different thingy. You get. So the question is, if we are all breathing oxygen, why is it that spreading rate is very low? You get. So the other three I've left behind. The cutting, make sure that you're going to help someone to give us CPR, to give like emergency attention. Make sure you have gloves in your hands, or you have sanitizer. Spray into your hands, touch someone, then spread your hands again. Again. If you're going to have sex with someone, mostly especially at this period, like 2 months from now, make sure you have protected sex. And if you can go for kissing, leave kissing aside. You get, because this disease, I believe, this doesn't beat. It may be an airborne disease, they are saying, because it affects the breathing system, whereby that they think like by exchanging the coughing or yawning, and that simple liquid comes out, and another person breathes it, also just falls into someone's mouth, and there is an exchange, you get the disease. Okay. I believe this disease is transmitted directly. So please take note of those three things I have talked about. Then now we are going to another topic. Biggest topic about the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, the epidemic disease. Okay. We have the flu which have been affecting America and killing so many people every year. Okay. But the question is, why America is like, why is it bringing too much attention now? Why the world is worried? Why America is in depression? Because when you compare this flu, the COVID, and the flu they have, the killing rate is different. But this one, the killing rate is very low, and the spreading is too low. But why is it? Why are they too panicking? That's our question. So it means that we need World Health Organization to come out and explain to us. We need that press conference, not live only White House to be all the time airing out the update and just precautions where we should be following. We need explanation. Okay, that is number one. Number two, we've had China. China have been complaining about air pollution. Okay. When you're comparing to when you go back and if you've been following international politics and whatever, China have been complaining about the air pollution for the last three to 4 years, whereby that you find China like during the day it is all dust and whatever. You get. So can we think this disease it's it was created because of too much factories in China, because we've had those complaints whereby that China is now getting another technology. They are advising the world to go for the electric car, for everything to be electric, so that we reduce on the gas that is spreading throughout the world, so during the day in the city. Yeah. So can we say that this is a result of the too much factories in China? That is number one. Number two, sorry. Okay. Another question is like, is this disease a military weapon, according to the political wrangles and misunderstanding between China and America? Can it be a military weapon? Can it be a biological weapon to reduce on the population? Because when you're going to check, like, China is one of the three countries which has the biggest population, whereby that an enemy can take an interest to reduce the population, that it can take over. It can load the China very well for the other countries which are interested in China. Okay. So we are still asking ourselves all these questions. Okay. If it is true of the question we're asking about ourselves, okay, then why are we letting other people being affected? Why are we letting other people just die because of what they did not even bother, they don't even have an idea about it? Okay. So that's why I'm calling upon that. Let's come together, let's find the solution, let's call upon the World Health Organization, okay, come and explain, okay, to investigate this, that whoever is concerned about this outbreak, he should be tried, and he should be called upon the public to explain what was his interest. Okay. Because if you remember very well, if you go back slowly, the first doctor who came to know about the coronavirus and issued out the public, he was threatened to arrest and prison, kind of. Okay. But it came to our surprise that doctor, he died through the struggle. That's what we believe. Okay. But the question is, why was the threat on him from the government? Why was the pressure from him, like from the government towards him? Okay. Why was China interested to keep the epidemic within them, you get, and fighting it for themselves, you get? Why did they never want the public to know about this? You get? So can we think that maybe this outbreak come out of the China, it was mistakenly, it just went out of their hands? You get? So please, this is serious, as I can tell you. This is serious because all the countries, even where we are, even me where I am right now, they have given us 2 weeks to do this set of emergency, whereby that I'm supposed to be quarantining myself. I need to make my own quarantine and my isolation. You get? You understand? But the question is, why are we going to do all this when we are not prepared for it? There's no one who supposed to be prepared for it. That epidemic. Because when you're checking, because we've had so many flus that have been attacking the world, again, that has not been calling an alarm like the way how this one is doing. Okay. Because when, like in 1972 in the break, in 1982 there was a cholera outbreak. Okay. In 1920 there was a Spanish flu. Okay. 2020 Chinese coronavirus. So what next? So we can ask ourselves, what next? Okay. Yeah. So wherever you are, I call upon everyone, most of my fellow Ghanaians in the diaspora, please be warned about this. As I told you, make sure you move with the mask, have the spray. It's the antibiotic spray. This spray, I told you in the beginning, I don't know whether I talked about it. It's multi-purpose. You get, as I told her, this is not spread only through the. It's not an airborne disease only. You get, this spray when you go in the toilet, spray, and make sure you use the toilet. Don't use the toilet when someone has used it. Like when someone is from using it, just give it a time. If you're not sure whether someone is from using the bathroom before you, most of the people who are using the shared apartment like that, you get, have your spray. Just spray before you're sitting on the what? On the tap to ease yourself, you know? You get. First spray, you understand? Yeah, so have this, work with it in your pocket, because the cash the money we are, like the money, the notes, the money we are touching, the notes, coins and whatever, they all carry the bacteria. You know, just have this in your hands, spray it in your hands, you get, with a sanitizer, you're safe. Because now, money does not have anything to do with this disease. Even if you have billions, they will not treat you. It's World Health Organization perspective in this. Whether you have billions, whether you have what, even buying a car now, it's not important. It's not important. You can just sanitizer, mask, it's enough for you. It's enough for you, and it's very important. It's going to be expensive. So people be warned about this, because so far we don't have any solution about this. So make sure that at least you have enough grocery in your house. Make sure you have enough tissues in your house. Those people are using the flushing toilets, because anytime things can happen and you find people not supposed to be walking outside. So which means there will be outbreak, there will be water shortage, there will be teacher shortage and whatever. Prepare yourself for this. What we've been even watching in the movies, you know, a human brain, it can predict the future. What we've been watching in the movies, whereby there's an epidemic and the outbreak, and you find the food, people have to stock the food, and you find all the groceries, hypermarkets, all these restaurants, everything is closed, and every place is closed. And then the police find out that they arrest you. You get, and you find someone is out of food, who come and ask you for food in a peaceful way. You get, because this is a human brain. If you give him to tell him don't come tomorrow, and tomorrow the food is over, you know you have food, you come and ask for food by force. People start killing themselves. That's what will come next. If this continue for the next 2 months, we are likely to see the assassination and the dead bodies on the street. Okay. So please, let's be careful. Let's be warned. Let's take all the health precautions, and let's take all the safety measures. And I want to call upon all the countries, most especially our country, Uganda. Please, people who have managed, who have tried to say, like, let me go back to my country to this. If this comes my way, find me with my family, let those people come in. You get, everyone at this time is entitled to free coronavirus checkup, because this is an epidemic. You get, people have been paying tax. This is the right time people to have the value of their tax. The government up now, you should be prepared with the quarantine, with the isolation apartments or hotels, where to be correcting all the people from people who are checking in into the country. You should be having. It is very surprising to see that in Uganda, mostly our country, that they are charging people for the quarantine. This is very shameful. $100 per day, 14 days. You know how much is that? Person is traveling back home. The person is making a transit in Uganda. You're asking him to pay $100 per day to pay for himself, and he go ahead and pay for the medical checkup of coronavirus. This is not ethical at all. We are not democratic at all. We are shaming our country to the rest of the world. Who do that? Who can do that? Who can do that? Other countries are coming together to fight this is other countries are sending help to, they are sending the medicine they have. They are trying to create what they can do to send back to China and to the Italy, France, and America, the affected countries. You get, how are going to be remembered about this? By collecting that money from people for quarantine. Just imagine, you get, instead of paying support, instead of being so supportive to fight this epidemic, you get. So I call upon whoever is on immigration at the airport, international airport. I call upon the Minister of Internal Affairs, Minister of Health, the Prime Minister. You get. I call upon all people who are concerned to come up and have the proper arrangement for the people who are going back to their countries. Okay. Because we have this situation, we have kids, they have been outside, they are going back, the schools are closed here. They were closed before even Uganda. Kids are going back to their countries. And more of a child, the pregnant woman spent 2 days on the airport, is denied an access, we're telling him to pay for the quarantine. Really? Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Uncle Collins, as usual. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm going to keep on making more research, and we come up with we come up with a solution. We just share ideas and we see what do we need to do, where do we need to change. You get, what do you think we can do better to save our brothers and our sisters and save ourselves as well? You get, but let's pray for the affected countries and affected people and those who have lost their lives. Yeah, the bereaved families, that God can take them through, can see them through. Those who are sick, who are bedridden because of coronavirus, yeah, I pray that God may see you through and heal you and get back into your faith. Because we need life. We need life. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Give me a thumb if you like my video, share it, share the link, subscribe. Thank you.